Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am downstairs. I don't usually do my recording here, so if you see a little bit of different things in the background, that's my living room. I'm sitting at the dining table. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about imposter syndrome, which is a very common struggle with writers, and I would assume other creatives as well. So I want to talk about what it is. I want to talk about how I deal with it. So let's just get right into it. And just FYI, in the talking about how I deal with it, I am going to kind of do like a little, I'm going to show you how I journal using affirmations, which is one of the ways I deal with it. But more on that in a few minutes. So, imposter syndrome, what is it? I don't think I actually heard that term until about a year ago. And for me, I feel like I just kind of naturally deal with imposter syndrome. It was never a big struggle for me to figure out how to deal with it. I just think I naturally dealt with it. I have been a goal setter my entire adult life, and I've always done this thing where I journal myself, and I've always just thought of it as pep talks, self-pep talks. But what essentially it is affirmations and like manifestation writing, so to speak. And so that is like the biggest thing that I do, is journal my little pep talks to myself using affirmations and like manifesting thoughts. So that's the main thing I do. The other little thing I do sometimes now is so I am a huge Stephen King fan. I think he is a genius. I think he's a genius when it comes to writing. And I just think his stories are so like, it just blows my mind. His mind blows my mind. So one of the things I actually do sometimes is read his 1-star reviews as a reminder that everyone doesn't have to love your book. That someone has to love your book, but everyone doesn't have to. So anyway, that's just the other thing I do. But I basically was going to just kind of show you how I journal using some affirmation cards. And I actually have 2 decks right now, and I use them in my journals. I've had other things in the past, stickers, like just printed out quotes and whatnot, but right now I'm using these 2 decks. One's actually, I think one is an affirmation deck, and one is, I think it's a manifesting deck. I get them on Amazon, so I'll try to remember to link below. And sorry, I just realized I'm kind of a mess today, but that's okay. That's okay. It's the first day of fall, first day I used my heat in my house because it was freezing in here, so it's okay. Anyway, so you're just gonna see me journal. It's very kind of corny, hokey, it might feel like, especially if you're a very realistic person like myself, like a logical, realistic person, and you're not normally into like woohoo. And I say that lovingly, by the way, because part of me does believe that, I mean, obviously, like, I do believe in manifesting. My brain just thinks of it differently, I think. Like I said, so these are pep talks to myself. My brain just thinks of it more logically. Manifesting is essentially having a belief in yourself, and that belief in yourself is what makes you take the steps to make something happen. I think some people have this belief about manifesting that you just like believe that something's gonna happen and then it just happens to you. But that is not what actual manifesting is. Manifesting is believing that something is gonna happen, believing that something can happen, which in turn makes you take chances, take opportunities, take steps towards making that thing happen. So some might disagree with that. If so, feel free to respectfully disagree in the comments, but I just personally do not believe that manifesting is like, oh, sitting here hoping and thinking that I'm gonna win the lottery, but like I'm doing nothing strategic to win the lottery, like buy a lottery ticket. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna get right to it. Stay tuned. I'm gonna switch over to a different camera view so you can actually kind of see what I'm doing, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay friends, this is about the best setup as I could come up with. So this is really basic. I only have a few things. I have a roll of washi tape because I'm going to use that to stick in my cards. I just have any old pen. This is the journal I've been using. I have some really motivational, to me, stickers on here. You'll see, I also have been writing in here. I don't really want to show you all that, but it's very personal. There are some stickers in here at the beginning, and then I just kind of like write about different, I'll try to show you. So here's the card, and I kind of just like wrote about my struggles with that. So basically I'm going to choose a card. So I have these two cards. This one I still have in the box. These are more like affirmations, and these are more like manifesting cards. So I'm just gonna like choose a card that I think kind of applies to what I'm worrying about, what I need a little pep talk about. Right now I can think of two possible things. One is that I'm not sure that I'm going to finish my current work in progress by November 1st, which I really need to do so that I can jump into NanoWrimo. And then I'm also very nervous about actually completing and winning NanoWrimo. So I think right now I'm just going to focus on finishing this book in the next couple days. So I need to find something that is basically like motivational and speaks to that. So I just kind of like flip through that. I just tape them right in because I like to have them in there with the thought. So yeah, I just like to have them in there. I'm gonna go through some of these really quickly, but not all. Well, maybe not all. Okay, so I said I wasn't gonna go through all these. So these are the three. The universe has big plans for me. It's time to claim them. So these ones don't have anything on the back. They're all just the same pattern, but I express my creativity, my unique and creative talents and abilities flow through me and are expressed in deeply satisfying ways. My creativity is always in demand. Everything I touch is a success. I now establish a new awareness of success. I know I can be a success. As I make up my mind to be, I move into the winning circle. Golden opportunities are everywhere for me. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. I think I'm gonna go with this one because I think I'm feeling a little bit of a crunch. And give me just 1 second. I need to rip off a piece of paper here and cover up my previous journal entry, which does have some deeply private. Okay, so I always start with the date. I don't even know what today's date is. I think it is the 27th. I don't write every day, but you probably could see over here that I did write on the 26th. So I'm writing on the 27th. And so what I always do is figure out where I'm going to put this first because I want to make sure I'm writing. I do write underneath, so. That is it. And then I just close this up and I'm done. So I don't know, hopefully you got an idea of how to give yourself a pep talk. It feels a little cheesy sometimes and at first, like it really does feel silly, but this is my journal and it's okay to do that. Some people have a tendency, including myself, to when they journal only focus on writing negative, like basically beating yourself down, and I've decided that I don't want to do that. I want to use journaling as much as possible. Like obviously sometimes I need to journal to get other like negative things out, but I want to use journaling in a more positive way. So this is how I've been doing it. Just basically giving myself pep talks. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Please leave a comment below. I would love to hear how you deal with imposter syndrome. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe. Have a good one. Happy Halloween.